call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Sanchez. Makes the catch. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Rides the back. Quick toss. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mustang! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. The extra point here would tie the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Sanchez. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The give on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sanchez. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. The lone back's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Sanchez. Pulls it in, it's Spears. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pick off! What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air, it's Sanchez. Rushes on him. Got his man quickly. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The sure hands, it's Peterman. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Sanchez. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's gotten 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's up to 113 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got him downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. This will likely be the last play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sanchez. Here's a heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the move, he fires. All by himself. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hunt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They go to the ground. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Breaks the tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Close to the marker, it's Spears. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
On first down from their own 22. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Sanchez. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got it, looking for a first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
That's caught. It's Spears.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Now on the move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking for a man. It's Sanchez. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Peterman. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Sanchez. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, SMU!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.
Ohio State, 38, SMU.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves